Yeah, good morning, everyone. So again, we saw some decline in the US market, but if we compare it from the beginning, it has moved up. Uh, During the Friday regular market in India, it was down much higher than the what we are seeing in the actual market on Friday in the US. So there is a positive trend in that perspective. But what we see that uh, today again futures are down. This is mainly on account of some statement from Biden, which he said that they will defend the any unprecedented attack on Taiwan. So that is creating some strain on relationship between China and US. So now Biden has come out and directly said that if there is any attack from China on Taiwan, then they will come forward and defend the Taiwan. So this is creating some pressure on the Asian markets, and Asian markets are down today in morning trade. Even in this week on Wednesday, there is a Fed meeting wherein the expectation is that the interest rate will increase by 75 basis points, and this will keep the market on expectations volatile on expectations of this rate increase. So near term, we may see some volatility on that account as well. Apart from that, if you see the commodity, oil is up by around $1 from Friday same time. And then iron ore is up by around 1%, and the steel is also up by around 0.5%. So some positive trend in commodity. Whereas if you see the Indian market, we had seen in last 2 days, that is Thursday and Friday, almost around Nifty decline of around 500 basis point. So definitely the decline is very sharper. May see some stability or some bounce back in today's trade. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes. This is one thing. Looking towards the Asian markets, and it is likely to open on a flattish note, and we're likely to witness some sideways momentum during the day. From the last two trading sessions, we are witnessing that the Nifty is facing a very strong resistance at around 18,100 levels, and we are facing a profit booking at the higher levels. As of now, Nifty is just taking a support below its 20 DMA, and it has a strong support at around 17,500 levels. If it's break that level, then the selling pressure is likely to be intensified, which might take a Nifty towards 17,300 to 17,200 levels on the high side. The low side. Whereas on the high side, for today intraday purpose, the immediate resistance is placed at 17,600. Above that level, 17,700, 17,720 levels can be witnessed. Coming towards the bank nifty, 41,200 is the first resistance level. Any more above that level, 41,500, 41,700 levels can be seen. Whereas on the downside, 40,500 and 40,240 are the crucial support levels we need to keep eye on. The overall view on the Nifty and the bank nifty will remain cautious as we are witnessing selling pressures at the higher level. So one should not create a major long position into this particular indices, but if they're having any long positions, just book the profits, or else you should maintain the stop losses. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, 18,000 levels are the first resistance level. Above that level, 18,120, 18,200 levels can be seen. Whereas on the downside, 17,800 and 17,720 are the support levels on the Nifty Finance services. I think that's it from my end. I request derivative guys to take on forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, looking at the overall open interest and the move for Friday, the VIX shot up as expected, but still close below the 20 levels. Which we can take as a positive because even after such a big fall, the VIX did not move above the 20 levels on a closing basis, which is good. The PCR at 17,500 continues to be above 1, which is good. Also, the overall PCR has fallen to 0.76 levels, which is 0.8, which is below the 0.8 levels. So it is now entered in the oversold zone, which is again a positive. Open interest has come down with the fall, which is again a positive. Now, all in all, the indicators are that this fall for up till now should be arrested around the 17,500 levels. We can witness a good bounce from the 17,500 odd levels, and if you look at the overall open interest, 17,800 now becomes a strong resistance on the upside. So we can see a bounce up to those levels for Nifty within a couple of days. Um, from the stock specific front, most of the stocks witnessed selling, while IndusInd Bank and Delta Corp witnessed good buying action, which is a good sign. Also, BEL witnessed good buying action, along with some. But one can look to buy Delta and IndusInd in small quantities because they have seen some good amount of buying going on with IndusInd. A lot of shorts were built into the system, which have been covered. So this stock can also move up quite significantly. So that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over, please.
Good morning. Hero MotoCorp will be launching its first electric model by the name of Vida in domestic market on October 7th. This is positive for the company and also for the sector as a whole. It will be important how this model is perceived, because we have seen in recent months there have been lot of fire incidents in various OEMs, not only one but many companies. So this will be an important launch, and whether this launch will be able to increase the industry run rate. The EV industry run rate for two-wheelers has been stuck at around the 40 to 50,000 range since last 6 months. It has been at that figure, so it has not been able to increase. Before that, we used to see a continuous increase every month. So hopefully this launch becomes a success, and it should be good for the EV two-wheeler industry. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. DGCA has released the air traffic data for August month, and the total traffic has improved by 4.1% month on month. Indigo air traffic although improved by 2.1% MOM. However, the market share has reduced to 57.7% versus 58.8% last month. This is neutral to Indigo. The government has released National Logistics Policy, which focus on unifying all information that flows through a different department into a single unified logistic interface platform. Other than this, the policy also aims at reducing the logistics cost from 13 to 14% to single digit. National Logistics Policy will help further boost PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan of Multimodal Connectivity. This is positive for the logistics sector. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Welspun Corp has secured an order for a carbon capture pipeline project in US. This order is for supply of 1 lakh ton of high frequency induction welding pipes, and would be used for transporting captured carbon dioxide. The pipes for this order will be produced from company's Little Rock plant in the US and will be executed in FY 23 and 24. This is positive for the company. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, Ambuja Cement promoter will be taking a preferential allotment at the price of 418. At current financials, Ambuja Cements is valued at around 15 times EV by EBITDA FY24, whereas Ultratech is also around 14.5 times. So more of a similar type of valuation is being given to both the companies. Looking at the financials, the cash pile at Ambuja Cement and ACC, and now this preferential allotment, almost around over 30,000 crores rupees is available with the company. So the expectation is that there will be a inorganic opportunity which the company may be looking in the coming period. So seems comparatively positive for Ambuja Cement in this perspective. Apart from that, DB Realty has sold one of the land parcels in Mumbai in near the airport area. So that is at around 480 crores. So this seems positive for the company, as this land parcels was not utilized and was not generating any revenue or anything. So this will help to reduce debt and improve the financials of the company. Apart from that, Misri Dhatu Nigam Limited, the defense PSU, has secured one order of around 185 crores, and now during the year the company has secured order worth rupees 450 crore, and the order book stands now at around 1,535 crores. So this is a bit positive for Madhani, that is Misri Dhatu Nigam Limited. So now I'll hand it over to commodity team.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Today, we are likely to witness gold and silver bounce back. So, buying on dips is recommended. However, cautious should be maintained on higher levels. Gold can be bought around 49,250 with a stop loss of 49,000. We have seen the breach of support of 49,700. So prices could test 49,700 on higher end and witness some selling pressure again. So profit taking is advisable from higher end. Silver to 56 300 one can enter long with a stop loss of 55 700. Prices can test 57 500 to 57 700 on higher end. Crude, we could see range bound movement. Buying on dips is recommended for a pullback. 6750 6730 could be ideal to enter long with a stop loss below 6650. So on higher side, 6900 to 6950 seems to be a resistance area. So profit taking is advisable from higher end. NG, we feel prices should correct further. 620 support level which is breached today. So selling on rise is recommended in NG. Prices are expected to test 595, 590 levels on a lower end. In metals, copper one can buy for a pullback. Yes, last time on a Friday we have seen good recovery, and we expect follow-up buying should come in. So 646, 645 ideal to enter long with a stop loss of 640. Zinc 280 should be support area, so buying on dips in zinc also is recommended. However, 284, 285 one should take profit and wait and watch. That's it from me. Ria can take over from here.
Good morning, everyone. So on the currency side, there is the dollar index have risen towards 109.84 and testing the 110 levels. This is on account of the FOMC meet that is scheduled on Wednesday. So even before the inflation numbers were flagged in, there was an expectation of 75 bips rate hike. But now, as the inflation numbers have come above the expected and is not showing sign of deceleration as as fast as it was expected by the Fed. They might go harder on the rate hikes of 75 bips again. There is also 90 billion that will be removed from the Fed balance sheet. So that data will be on the watch. For the Indian rupee, the current account deficit has widened. That could put pressure on the Indian rupee. Also, there is a slight higher take on the crude oil prices. Right now, in today's sessions, Indian rupee has opened on the appreciative side, or with in a technical terms on a weaker note at around 79.74. 79.67 will remain a very strong support into the Indian rupee, and if it breaches that, one could go short into the Indian rupee for the target of 79.50, 79.34. You can maintain a SL at 79.85, which would uh, also act as a intraday resistance. 80.02 is the overall resistance into the Indian rupee. In the other pairs, we have seen for Japanese yen has opened flat and is trading at around 55.82, 55.80. 6 will be an important resistance. If it goes above that, you can go long for the target of 56.10, 56.30. Maintain a strict SL at 55.74. For the euro, it has opened on a flat note as well at around 79.80. It could test 79.94, 80.18 in today's session. So one can go long with keeping the SL at 79.70. For the GBP INR, it is continuously trading on a weaker note. In today's session as well, it is opened at around 90.97. The support in the pair will be placed at around 90.80, which is the level towards which it took a turnaround in last session as well. So below that, it will test the levels of 90.50, 90.35. So one can go short if it breaches that. 91.24 is the resistance, and it will test that as well in today's session. So it will remain consolidated to sideways momentum in today's session. So that's all on the currency front. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.